Hello, everyone. I'm Rebecca Lombardo, host of VendorVibes and fractional CMO. Today, I'm here with Allie from Spark Your Mindset. Hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you so much for joining me. I wanted to ask you, can you tell me about your company and what is Spark Your Mindset?
Yeah. So I rebranded during the pandemic. It used to be Cammelletti Consulting. And when I was able to rebrand, it was really just kind of looking at what happens when I work with people and what my focus is. And my focus is helping people see things differently. And so, hence the spark your mindset of like, let's shift how you're thinking about that and let's just look at it a little bit differently and see what happens.
Nice. Wow. What a kind of like epiphany moment.
Well, and often if everything flows correctly, that's what happens. So, yeah, I basically help companies with their culture a lot and leadership. So, like a model of what I do would be go into a company and I do a culture assessment. I use something called Tigers. It's trust, interdependence, genuineness, empathy, risk, and success. And so there's this whole survey that goes company wide, and some companies we break it down to the department. And then once I have the results, I go on site and we do team building and I assess the leadership team because we always start there, right? And then I leave and I work with their leaders for about a year. And we go into positive intelligence. Are you familiar with that concept? Yeah. So it's a program where you really look at yourself. And it's stuff like pleaser, hyperachiever, hypervigilant, avoider. And we drill down into who are you as a human, what's getting in your way, and then let's talk about how you choose to lead. And they often intertwine.
So would you say that's what makes you special about how you do this?
In which part?
About how you execute it, because there's companies that go in to do leadership training, right, or to look at a business organization. What makes you unique is the fact that you're using this way.
I think that's it. And the other part is that I really focus on let's get your people good here and everything will flow. And so sometimes that talks about like what's getting in your way. Are you having some old patterns and behaviors? Are you having leftover trauma from working at another company and you've brought it into this company? And what they usually walk away with is a better understanding of who they are, but also confidence and like, this is who I am as a leader. I know who I am. I know who I want to be and how I want to lead.
And it starts with leadership, right, and then just trickles down from there.
Yeah. So I have done hospitality for what, 30 plus years. And so I've worked in every little piece of hospitality. I'm one of those crazy people that actually have a degree in hotel restaurant management. I know you never hear of this, right? And I still work in it and I love it. So I dabble in customer service topics. Like if they have a team that is really needing something specific, I can go in that angle as well. And then sales has been a good base. And I do sales teams. I've been working with vacation rental sales teams since 2009.
Wow. Okay. So
Yeah.
do vacational managers need to have anything in place before reaching out to you? Like, do they have to have a certain amount of staff, a certain amount of years of experience?
I have worked with the smallest of small to really, really large companies. And I think what they really need is the dedication and commitment to it because it's a year long engagement. Like, we don't pull this midway and you see results necessarily. You know what I mean? And people sometimes leave and that happens. And I get a new leader, but we have to start from the beginning. I can't just plug them in and be like, oh, you're going to start where that other person left off, you know? So it's commitment to really want to look at their organization, want to get vulnerable with what's not right in the organization, be open to having hard conversations.
Yeah, that's quite a requirement. It's a good one.
I know, right? Not everybody has that.
You operate mainly in the US or can you go international as well?
I can go international. I haven't yet. I travel internationally, but I do have a team that is about, I'd say 40% Hispanic right now. And so I have an interpreter.
Okay, cool. And if you think about like your clients that are the happiest with you right now,
Mhm.
could you share a little bit about why they are so happy with you?
It's the confidence that I have been able to instill in their leaders that has taken the pressure off the owner of like, I see what's in you and what you can do, but how do I get you there? And I get them there. And they are so grateful because that's what they want, right? But they just don't have the tools to know how to really nurture those relationships and grow the people or have the time.
Yeah, time is a big factor for sure.
Mhm.
So is there like a certain property count that's associated with any of this, or this could be really almost any company, really, it doesn't even have to be vacation rental management, right? It could be a service side too.
Absolutely, like vendor side. Yeah. And I have worked with some vendors. Um, it is about the commitment and the values aligning. That's what I care about. I don't care about that if you have 3 leaders or you have 15.
Okay.
It's your commitment to the process and values aligning.
Okay. Perfect. So if somebody wants to reach out to you and get in touch with you about next steps or to get more information, what's the best way?
Yeah. So my website, Spark Your Mindset. And then I also have a leadership podcast. And the leadership podcast is Snack Leadership.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah. So I do bite-sized leadership like snippets. And basically every month I have a focus. And so I'll interview a subject expert and then I will do a reflective myself. And we focus on it for like a month. I do it in my social media and stuff. And I go a little bit everywhere when it comes to leadership skills. And so I would say this month is probably a little bit different than some of the other ones, right? Because I dabble in soft skills a lot, right? Hard skills, not as much. But this month is manifestation.
I love it. Well, I'm obviously a big fan of snackable content. So, I think it's a
Right?
great idea. Great idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate it.
Cheers, everyone.
Bye.